Hello guys, how are you today? Today I have two new pipes and I gonna have a miscellaneous chat here. Nothing planned. Mind is a bit blank, so I will just mumbling probably. If interesting to see the pipes only, you can just forward to the end and you see the close-up video and the images. And if you have patience to listen English with Brazilian accent, move on with me. I'm smoking my first pipe. I made it. The hobby block. It's like a brandy. And I recently just changed the mouthpiece for the Ibonite 90mm. I'm smoking probably the only cherry blend that worthwhile to smoke. It's Gspitaletti twist, sweet cherry, black cherry, cherry twist. Sorry, yeah. It's velvet. I have so much blends in my cellar. If I could swap for Gspitaletti, I would. Made some mistakes. Guys, have you seen the exhibitions of bamboo pipes, the smoking pipes in America done? These guys organize, I think, every year some sort of exhibitions. Their pipe makers they choose there, elaborate one special pipe, and they send over, and they made some kind of exhibition of it, and it's fantastic. Jim Bouton was there with one of his pipes. I'm so glad I met him. I had the chance to had some education, pipe making with him. And I also for others as well, watching YouTube, Jay Allen videos, very helpful. Simon has his approach, which he uses his creativity along the way, doesn't throw blocks away just because it has one mistake, one flaw or something. He's very improvising, very creativity along the way, very good creativity along the way of the making, and not methodic, systematic, like some other pipe makers are very methodic and symmetric. I like his point of view. You have many different lines you can absorb, you can learn from. So yeah, I've been lucky that I've been learning art with many masters in my life. I had such a good masters in many subjects I've studied. It helped me to build up knowledge, of skills, you know. Yeah. I had a good teacher in engraving and stone setting that introduced me so many hacks to using my bench. I had a teacher in Brazil who taught me jewelry. He was from Chile, and his parents was German, and he had a very interesting approach on education of art. He was mainly recommending all his students to learn as much as possible of the subject, main disciplines of it. So it was like a universal education, you know. Sometimes it was so crazy. Sometimes I went to his class and he was just playing guitar and singing, and you come, the student go there and say, "Hi, how we do that? What's going on now? What's the next step?" He said, "Go to the shelf, book a tree, find yourself." And he will start playing. He played the guitar and sing the whole lesson. And we were there under his eyes, under his books, and learning. There was an exception, of course. Yeah. Most of the classes he was on hands-on, but sometimes he's just gives this swap, you know, put some different subject inside the class. But what I meant about different disciplines is different disciplines inside the career, like jewelry, inside learning engraving or stone setting, even stone cutting, you know, wax carving, and tool making. Even tool making, he was teaching how to make tools. He taught me how to take these dentist's instruments and sharp accordingly to make wax carving, just the way we intended to make the cut. Yeah, it was phenomenal. And I have this tool here that I made in jewelry. I designed it and I sent over for a tool maker to cut for me to make it. Heavy steel, mild steel. But this it was heated with heat, and this is to make bracelets. It's basically, imagine how much it will cost to do one of those in the shop. It's basically one of those, but large. You can shape, you know, round forms here, and it's a basic tool for jewelry making. It has many shapes. You have square, triangles, many shapes of those. And yeah, I have my workshop is a spaceship. My girlfriend said the workshop is a spaceship. I have so much racks and adaptations, things I buy in church shop, things I found in the street and I readapt to make work in workshop. It's a bit of a mess, but I don't lack in resources. If I don't have money, I make it. You know, if I don't have money to buy a sharp engraving machine, I took my pillar drill, I turned it upside down, and I made a shaping tool. Yeah. A teacher in Brazil, he was teaching me painting and drawing and these basic arts, visual arts. Hold on. He was amazing. His knowledge was absurd of everything. He had a massive library, like a whole room of books. His name was Rubens Matuk. Is Rubens Matuk. The jeweler teacher is Carlos Patricio Alzamorra, with his partner Carlos Brito. And my stone set teacher is a Russian, I don't know if he's Russian or Latvian, is Peter and Alex. But Rubens Matuk, he was teaching about the expression in sculpture. He was against polish up when you make a sculpture. Not really against, but he was mentioning that the value of the expression of the tool, you know, like you have the chisels. He said the chisels and is the expression of the person on the sculpture. And if you take that and you smooth up, you polish up, you basically transform that in a homogeneous object. And he said that's a pity. So he will always say to leave the brush strokes, to leave the chisel strokes showing up, to show the soul of the maker. You know that Rembrandt and many artists from Belgium in the Renaissance, they were against travel to Italy to learn, because it was a common practice in the Renaissance, travel to Italy to learn art, because that was the birth of the art. It was the everything was going on there, They were against because it was overwhelming, it was interfering their own artist path. So, yeah. Alright guys, enough of mumbling. I'll let you with the pipes now that I made it, 2 new pipes. And hope you like it. See you next one. Alright, 2 new pipes today, both 90mm. Let's start for the biggest. Is some sort of outer shape, Spiron Peterson shape. It's a brown, dark brown, but the shape has this little step here, which I apply 1 spot of silver. It's a dry system, 90mm. It's a chocolate, dark chocolate brown, and the bottom became a bit more mognon like this. I haven't applied the chamber coating yet. I will. It's a bonite stem, silver band with brass on the side soldered together. This chamber, it's I made it really inspired on 7L 320, so it's larger at the top, like 23 or so, and go narrowing, tapering all the way down. I will put the measurements on my website. There's both pipes available. Alright, second pipe is a lovat or pot. What do you prefer? I don't know. but definitely no billiard. 9mm as well. Ebonite stem. Is a sitter. The silver band I made an engraving, scrolling, this drawing pattern. Has the recess inside. The ebonite, it kind of submerging the bottom of the pipe. Also a dot in the bowl here. So these two pipes is like kind of brothers, made with the same way of thinking. Both also hand textured. Yeah, I think this chamber is a 21 or 22. Alright, it's all there. Check my website if you're interested, and see you next one, guys. Thank you very much. All best.